It has been an absolutely crazy morning. Got my coffee and I am about to head to Home Depot on my way home. It's actually only 11 a.m. but I'm gonna head back a little early because I came here to pick up some 3D printed parts and to test those parts on our physical rack where we store our servers, but I don't know where our hardware is. I mean, we recently moved office buildings and I thought our hardware was still here in our original office building, but it looks like they finally moved our hardware to the new building, and of course it's the day that I come in, so I'm gonna head home early. I'm gonna stop by Home Depot. I need to buy boxes because we're gonna be moving soon. We finally found a 2-bedroom apartment that we like. Things are crazy because I have to figure out how to end my current lease. I'm still liable to pay for my old lease if I can't find people to replace it. So I'm talking to a ton of people right now who are interested, so that's good. A lot of people are interested, but I have to hope that one of them signs, applies, and actually gets the lease. And also Otis is sick and it's so stressful. His penis is very, very swollen and he won't eat or drink water, and we brought him to the vet this morning. This only started happening like a day ago, so we gave it a day to see if it would get better on its own, and it didn't. So I took Julian and Otis to the vet earlier today and there was a 5.5 hour wait. I'm back in my apartment, getting some work done. I have to join a meeting in 11 minutes. This meeting is kind of just a schedule sync. So as a manufacturing engineer, I work with all of our factories. And similarly, we have other engineers that work mainly with our data centers. So I'm coordinating with those engineers on hardware schedules and statuses of approval to ship hardware from our factories to the data center, and they similarly give me updates on what's going on in the data centers. Have there been any issues found at hardware that has arrived at the data center and things like that. So right now I'm kind of trying to refresh myself on what the status is for each of these programs. Honestly, I feel like the PMs know more about the status of all these programs than me because I don't have my eyes on every single program. We kind of divide it up by manufacturing engineer, so I only own a small set of the programs that we are trying to sync on schedules with. But luckily our PMs have this dashboard so I can go and check the status of each of these programs. But otherwise, in terms of apartment updates, we have to sign the lease today for the new apartment, and our move-in date is going to be this Sunday. So we're going to spend this weekend packing up and also next week packing, moving things over time, just because it's hard to do it while working. So it's kind of nice to have that lease overlap. But I also have to work out a few details since I am breaking this lease. There are a few things that I have to just make sure I'm on the same page about with my landlord. Like I'm losing my security deposit. Luckily that was only $410, and I am responsible for paying rent until they find someone to take over this lease, which from what I'm seeing right now, knock on the wood, it seems pretty easy. It seems like a lot of people are interested. And then she also mentioned that I am responsible for paying all the maintenance / work that needs to be done. It seems unclear whether my security deposit that I'm already losing is going towards that, so I'm trying to clarify that with her. And to be honest, I'm a little bit scared of her. She seems very friendly, but sometimes she's also very direct, and I'm sensitive, so... If you hear screaming profanity coming from behind me, you'll know where it's coming from. But I'm done with work for the day, which is good. I ended work a little bit early. I just couldn't focus, and I just know myself at this point where I'm in this certain state where if I keep trying to work, I am just gonna take a lot of time up and not get much done. So I decided to pivot, give myself a little bit of a switch of gears, and now I'm opening up InDesign, and I'm going to keep working on my zine project that I'm working on with my friend, and as part of it, we are hosting a dinner party, and I'm going to design the little menu placards that are going to go on the plates. So I'm going to have some fun around with that, use the creative side of my brain a little bit more. I think it'll be refreshing. And later today, we do have some fun plans. One of our friends is coming over, and we're going to play Civilization 6. I'm starting to get kind of sick of oat milk, or the taste of oat milk, which is very unfortunate because it is the alternate milk that foams the best. Maybe I'll just try a different brand and maybe it'll taste a little bit different, but I've been definitely overdoing it. I've been drinking coffee with oat milk every day. Sometimes I'll have cereal with oat milk. I've also been adding a little scoop of brown sugar into my espresso before adding my milk, just for a little bit of sweetness. And also I was on my period, and brown sugar is supposed to help with cramps. So, but I would have done brown sugar anyways. It was just a little extra incentive for those menstrual benefits. Every time I do this, I feel like it's gonna be the time I get it right. This was not the time. And Otis is sick. The worst time. We have so much to do. Poor BB. He has a bladder infection. Same. That's weird for me.
Succession. We should watch that.